What just happened? Silver, the white metal no one saw coming, surged to record highs, massive speculative bubbles formed, and then suddenly, prices violently crashed. Meanwhile, China just weaponized silver supply and Elon Musk himself tweeted, "This is not good." Could silver still explode to $200 an ounce in 2026? Today we're digging deep, not hype, but real market forces shaking the global economy. Silver prices have absolutely exploded this year. From around $30 per ounce at the beginning of 2025, silver climbed in a parabolic rally, briefly hitting over $80 per ounce, more than doubling in value and even challenging technology giants' market caps. Investors around the world were stunned. This wasn't just a small pop, this was a historic breakout. Analysts called it one of the strongest runs since the 1970s. Just when the rally looked unstoppable, something unprecedented happened. The CME Group, the giant exchange where most silver futures trade, raised margin requirements not once, but twice in a single week. What does that mean? Traders needed more money just to hold their positions. Anyone leveraged, especially speculators, was suddenly forced to sell, and that triggered a cascade of liquidations. Prices dropped sharply in minutes, wiping out gains and shocking traders. This wasn't a normal correction. It was a liquidity vacuum, forced selling that looked like a crash, even though the underlying demand narrative hadn't changed. This moment fractured confidence in the paper markets and pushed real physical supply dynamics into the spotlight. Then came the game changer, China. Starting January 1, 2026, Beijing implemented strict new government export licensing rules for silver, in effect controlling roughly 60 to 70% of the world's refined silver supply. This isn't a temporary tariff, it's a strategic resource control move, similar to how China handles rare earths. Every shipment now needs state approval, and only big state-approved players qualify. What this means: global available supply shrinks immediately, small and mid-sized suppliers are shut out, physical silver becomes harder to procure outside China. This policy flipped the script from investment speculation to strategic scarcity, and scarcity drives price. Here's where it gets weird but powerful. Elon Musk, one of the world's most influential voices, publicly warned that the silver price surge and China's export restrictions are not good for global manufacturing. Why does Musk care? Tesla uses silver in solar panels, batteries, and EV components, all critical parts where substitution without performance loss is extremely hard. This isn't just financial speculation anymore, it's real industrial stress, with consequences for global supply chains. The supply squeeze could drive prices even higher if global demand continues to accelerate. Now the big question: could silver really hit $200 per ounce in 2026? Here's where we separate hype from reality. Bull case: structural scarcity. China's export regime squeezes global refined supply. Industrial demand continues exploding. Strategic hoarding by nations fearing future shortages. These forces could push prices far beyond current levels if supply can't keep up. Bear case: correction and profit-taking. CME margin hikes cool speculative frenzy and can suppress rallies short-term. Industrial demand could slow or find alternatives. There are scenarios where silver stays in the $70 to $100 range through 2026, but anything above $150 to $200 would require extreme supply disruption plus unprecedented demand. Yet models like CoinCodex actually project a 2026 price range that could see highs above $200 in extended scenarios, though with big volatility. So, where do you look from here? Here are the key signals for 2026. China export policy updates. Immediate price impact. Fed rate decisions. Affects inflation hedge demand. Industrial consumption data. Solar plus EV adoption. Deliverable physical premiums versus paper prices. Gap signals real tightness. This is not a passive market, it's strategic, geopolitical, and industrial all at the same time. Silver's story is no longer just about old metal, it's about nations, supply wars, technological demand, and real scarcity. From CME shockwaves to China's export weaponization and Musk's warning, this market could redefine commodities in 2026. Comment below: will silver hit $200, or does the correction continue? Subscribe for the next update. We're watching every twist.